Find the minimal sum of product for the Boolean expression f of w, x, y and z is equal to summation of 1, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11 plus don't care of 6, 8 using Quine-McCluskey. So first we need to go for the minterms and its binary representation. So minterms and its variables w, x, y and z. So here we are having the minterms as 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so you need to write both minterms as well as its don't care values. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So here 1 is 0, 0, 0, 1, 3 is 0, 0, 1, 1, 4 is 0, 1, 0, 0, 5, 0, 1, 0, 1, 6, 0, 1, 1, 0, 8, 1, 0, 0, 0, 9, 1, 0, 0, 1, 10, 1, 0, 1, 0, 11, 1, 0, 1, 1. After that, we need to group the terms using number of ones. First column, number of ones, then minterms, then variables. So first we need to start with number of ones is equal to 0. So in the minterm there is no 0 value, therefore we can start with number of ones is equal to 1. So here 1 we are having number of ones is equal to 1. Likewise 4 we are having only 1. Likewise 8 also we are having 1. Minterm 1 and its variables are w, x, y, z. So here the value is 0, 0, 0, 1. Then we are having the value 4. For 4, 0, 1, 0, 0. Then 8 we are having the value as 1, 0, 0, 0. We can close it. Then we need to go for number of ones is equal to 2. So here, so 3 we are having number of ones is equal to 2. 5 also, here we are having 2 ones. 6 also we are having 2 1. 9 also we are having 2 1. And 10 we are having 2 ones. But for 11 we are having 3. Okay. Therefore, here the minterms are 3 and its value is 0, 0, 1, 1. Then 5, 0 1 0 1, then 6 0 1 1 0, then 9 1 0 0 1, then 10 1 0 1 0. Again we can close it. Next we can go for number of ones is equal to 3. So here we are having the minterm 11, which has only 3 ones, 1 0 1 1. After completing the first step, that is, which is nothing but grouping with number of ones, we can go for the second group. So here we need to combine nearby groups. Okay, number of ones is equal to 1 and number of ones is equal to 2. We need to group and we need to form new terms. Okay, likewise, after completing 1 and 2 ones, then we need to go for 2 and 3 ones. Herman terms, then variables. So W, X, Y, Z. So first I am taking one from this group and I am comparing with the minterms which is available in the next group. So first I am taking 1 and 3. Here if there is only one bit change, then we can go for grouping it. So between 1 and 3, here first group is same, here 0 1 change, remaining bits are same. Okay, therefore there is only one bit change, therefore we can group 1 and 3. So here we need to form the group name as 1 and 3, and here the values are, first two digits are same, 0 0. Third digit here, it's a 0 1 change, therefore that should be represented by a dash. Then last bit is 1. So likewise we need to go for checking the next one, 1 and 5. So here also first bit 0, second bit 0 1 change, third bit is 0, fourth bit also 1. Okay, so there is also only one bit change, therefore 1 and 5 we can form it as a group, 1 5, and here the values are, first one is same, second bit 0 1 change, third one is same, fourth bit also same. Likewise, next we need to go for checking 1 and 6. We are having more than one bit change, therefore it's not possible to group. Then 1 and 9, here it's possible because the first bit we are having 0 1 change, the remaining bits are same, therefore 1 9, and here the value is -0 0 1. Then we are going for 1 and 10, it's not possible. Again we need to start with the second digit and we need to compare with remaining values in the second group. So 4, if we compare 4 and 3, it's not possible. Then 4 and 5, it's possible, therefore we need to make the tick mark. Okay, it's keep it in mind, it's very important to make the tick mark, otherwise you will forget whether that particular minterm is grouped or not. Then we are checking 4 and 5, it's possible, therefore here we need to make it as 4 5, and here the terms common are, first one is same and next one also same, third also same, but fourth one we are having 0 1 change, therefore we are making it as dash. Likewise 4 and 6, it's possible, therefore we need to make a tick mark at 6. Here the values are 4 comma 6 and the values are 0 1 dash 0. Then we need to go for 4 and 9. It's not possible. Then 4 and 10 also not possible. Then we need to go for checking 8 with the terms with number of ones is equal to 2. 8 and 3 it's not possible. Then 8 and 5 also not possible. 8 and 6 not possible. 8 and 9 it's possible. Therefore 8 and 9 you need to make the tick mark. So here the values are 8 comma 9 1 0 0. Last bit 0 1 change. Therefore we need to make it as hyphen. Then 8 and 10 it's also possible. Here the value is 1 0 hyphen 0. Then here the first group is over. We have combined number of ones is equal to 1 and number of ones is equal to 2 and we have formed as a single group. So here we can close the first group. Then we need to go for number of ones is equal to 2 group and number of ones is equal to 3. So here first I am going for checking 3 and 11. So here we are having only one bit change. So first bit is 0 1 change, second bit is 0, third bit is 1, fourth bit is 1. Therefore it's possible. Therefore 3 and 11 we need to make tick mark. So 3 11 and here the terms are hyphen 0 1 1. Then we need to go for 5 and 11. So here it's more than 2 bit change. So then 6 and 11. Here also more than 1 bit change. Then 9 and 11. There is only 1 bit change. So 9 comma 11 and here the value is 1 0 hyphen 1. Likewise 10 and 11 it's also possible. Therefore 10 comma 11 and here the terms are 1 0 1 hyphen. So by combining these two new groups we need to form the third group. So here it's min terms, here variables w, x, y and z. So first I am going for these two. Okay, so I am taking 1 comma 3 min term and I am checking it with these values. Okay, and here it should be only 1 bit change. That can be done by checking the hyphen at common place. Then we can go for checking only 1 bit change. So here the third place we are having the hyphen. So here first one it's not possible. So second one at the third place we are having the hyphen and we are checking for 1 bit change. So here it's 0 1 1 bit change. Second bit is same, fourth bit also same. Therefore grouping of 1 3 and 9 11 is possible. Therefore here 1 3 9 11 and the terms are here at the third place it's already we are having the hyphen and the first bit we are having the 0 1 change. Remaining bits are same. So here it's 0 and here 1. Likewise other values it's not possible. Then we need to go for the second term 1 comma 5. Here in the second position we are having hyphen but here there is no hyphen at the second position, therefore it's not possible. Then we are taking the 1 comma 9. Here in the first place we are having the hyphen. Likewise here also the first place we are having the hyphen. Then we need to go for checking 1 bit change. So here it's 0 0, here 0 1, 1 bit change, here 1 1. Therefore it's possible to group 1 9 3 11. So in the order I am writing it as 1 9 3 11. So here we are having the term as hyphen 0 hyphen 1. Then the next term 4 comma 5. Here at the first position we are having the hyphen. So here in the last one we are having hyphen at the first position. Then we need to go for checking the 1 bit change. So first one 0 1 change, next one is also 0 1 change, third one also 0 1 change. Therefore it's not possible for grouping 4 5 and 10 11. Then 4 6, here we are having the hyphen at third position, here also we are having the hyphen at third position. Then we need to go for checking 1 bit change. So here it's not possible, we are having more than 1 bit change. Likewise we are going for 8 9, the last position we are having the hyphen. So here also we are having hyphen at the last position. Then we need to check for 1 bit change. So here 1 1, here 0 0, here 0 1 and hyphen. Okay, therefore here also 1 bit change. Therefore we need to tick mark at these three values because we are having only 1 bit change between these two values. Therefore 8 9 10 11, and the values are first digit 1, second digit 0, third digit 0 1 change, therefore hyphen. Here already we are having the hyphen. Likewise last term, here we are having hyphen at third position, here also we are having the hyphen at third position. Then we need to check for 1 bit change, first bit same, second bit same, last bit 0 1 change. Therefore these two we can group, and here the values are 8 10 9 11, and the values are 1 0 hyphen hyphen. So these are the possibilities. Hereafter it's not possible to group because we are finally we are having only one group. And now we need to find the prime implicants. So here there is no tick mark, but here the minterms are same, 1 3 9 11, here 1 9 3 11. Okay, so both are same minterms, therefore these two are grouped. These two are same terms. So here at the x we are having value 0 and z we are having the value 1. Remaining terms we are having the hyphen, therefore which is equivalent to x bar z. Likewise here both are same, so here it's w, here x bar. So these two are prime implicants, so it should be included in the implication chart. Likewise here we need to go for checking the prime implicants. The terms which are not ticked are considered as the prime implicants, so that should be included in the prime implicant chart. So here 1 comma 5 is not ticked. So likewise 4 comma 5 also not ticked. 4 comma 6, here we are having tick, here also tick. Remaining terms we are having the tick mark. Therefore these three are considered as prime implicants. Then here all the terms we are having the tick mark. Therefore finally we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 prime implicants. Now we'll go for the prime implicant chart. Most of them will do mistake in the prime implicant chart. So if we are having don't care terms, it is important to note that in the prime implicant chart never include the don't care terms. So here the don't care terms are 6 and 8. So these don't care terms should not be included in the implication chart. Here prime implicants, here min terms. The given min terms are 1, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10 and 11. We have never included the don't care term 6 and 8 in the prime implicant chart. Then we are going for the prime implicants. So we'll start from here. So the first prime implicant is 1, 3, 9, 11. 1, 3, 9 and 11, and the second prime implicant is 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. Likewise, here also we are having the prime implicants. We can just note it. So here 1, 5, 1, 5. The next prime implicant is here it's 4, 5 and 4, 6. 4, 5 and 4, 6. So now we need to make the cross mark min terms in the prime implicant. So here we are having the min terms as 1, 3, 9, 11 in the first prime implicants, and so we can mark the min terms. So here 1 we are having, therefore at that particular min term we need to make the cross mark. Likewise we are having 3, here 9 and 11. So for the second prime implicant we are having 8 is don't care, then we are having 9, 10 and 11. Likewise here 1 and 5, so 1, 5, then 4, 5, 4, 5, then 4, 6. 6 is don't care term. Then we need to go for finding the essential prime implicants. So we need to go for checking the column wise. So here we are having only one cross mark in this particular column. Therefore we need to make a circle, and respective prime implicant is considered as essential prime implicants. That means this prime implicant should be included in the final result. Likewise, here we are having 2, here 2, here 2, but here we are having only one cross mark in this column. Therefore, respective prime implicant is considered as essential prime implicants. Then we need to go for checking whether all the minterms are covered using this expression. So here we are having the 2 essential prime implicants. So here I am having 1. Therefore, for checking we can cut it. Here 1. Here we are having 3. Here 9. Then we are having the value 11. Then second essential prime implicant. Here 8, 9, 10, 11. 8 is don't care. Here we are having 9, 10 and 11. But here the minterms 4 and 5 are not covered. Okay, therefore we need to make the implicants which covers all the minterms. Okay, therefore we need to go for checking the prime implicant which includes the value 4 and 5. So sometimes it may be in one prime implicants, but sometimes it may be in different implicants. Therefore, depends on the case, you need to select it. Okay, so here in the single prime implicant we can cover these 2 values. Therefore, I am including that particular prime implicant. Therefore, now it covers all the minterms values. Therefore, the final result is f of w x y z is equal to, here the first prime implicant is 1, 3, 9, 11. Respective value is x bar z. Therefore, x bar z plus second prime implicant is 8, 9, 10, 11. Here the value is w x bar plus the next prime implicant is 4, 5. So for 4, 5, here we are having respective value is here w bar x y bar. Therefore, w bar x y bar. So this is the final result. If you want, you can check this one using K map.